What's up, everybody? He is Michael Langston, recruiting analyst for Warchant.com. I'm Aslan Hajavani, director of digital media for the ultimate Seminoles sports source, Warchant.com. Use the promo code Warchant30 if you're not already a member to get the very best insight into recruiting and team news for your favorite Florida State athletics. All right, Michael, we're doing Projecting the Project, or rather, Projecting the Prospect, if I can say it properly. And we're back at it, Michael. We're going to go to my a little bit of my neck of the woods, Pinellas County, Florida, man. Largo High School, Jayion McCluster, one of the slew of linebackers that was able to, ink the line with Florida State when it came to signing day. Jayion McCluster played at Largo High School. When you look at his tape, Michael, in terms of strengths, when you think of a linebacker, does he check a lot of boxes off for you?
Yeah, I think he's probably out of all the linebackers, he's probably the most undervalued, as far as people, they look at him. He's not blazing fast as far as speed, but what he does, he is excellent in coverage. And then also he's excellent, even more so than this, he's very good in space and tackling. He had 21 tackles in one game. I think that was highest in the nation, in one game. He had 21 tackles. He's a tackle machine. He doesn't miss tackles. He's very detailed. He's very good in space. He does it. We saw him in the Under Armour game. I think he was one of the leaders in tackles for that game. He had 5 tackles in the game, and I think he does not. He gets off tackles well, but he just does not miss tackles and sheds blocks well. He's a very strong kid. He's got good short quickness, and then speed-wise, he can cover backs out of the backfield pretty well. So that's the two things that I really have enjoyed in watching as far as breaking down his film.
All right, well, that sounds really good. Hard to think that we're going to feel bad about anything, but, I mean, are there things he needs to obviously work on? Everybody does. What would you say are some of the points of improvement he should probably hit on?
Well, the weakness is going to be the top-end speed. He's not fast. He's not blazing fast. So, obviously, working on his core and, flexibility and improving his, top-end speed to play at this level is going to be something that's a challenge for him. Physically, he's already there. His body frame's pretty good. He's going to have to get in the nutrition program to kind of tone that down, kind of what we saw with Torian Terry and Marvin Wilson with the toning. I think he's going to have to tone his body somewhat. But I think the body frame is really good. So nutrition program, I think you have to get into that and be active there. But mainly the speed is the thing I look at.
All right, that's Michael's thoughts on Jayion McCluster. Let's hear what defensive coordinator Adam Fuller had to say about this linebacker.
With Jayion, he's from Largo High School. I had recruited 2 players at Marshall University and coached, so they were all over him, and I had known about him since his freshman year. So when I took the job here and saw that he was one of our commitments, it made me feel really excited because there was some normalcy for me to know the people that have coached him in the past, which expedited the relationship with me and him a little bit. But he's grew up as a skill player. He was a safety corner growing up, and now his body is caught up with what he's going to be, which is probably going to be an inside linebacker at one point. But I think he's got great range. He's got a great frame. He's physical at the point.
All right, pretty high marks from Michael and Adam Fuller. So, Michael, let me ask you this then. When we project the prospect here, Jayion McCluster, at least when we're talking about 2020, do you think red shirt or green light?
Probably right now I'd say red shirt. He's a kid I see you can play in those 4 games that you're allowed, the kids are playing. So I think special teams-wise, he'll play some there, third downs maybe some in those 4 games just to get him experience. But I think he's probably a guy that I think you see redshirt, and they already have a slew of guys, from previous classes that, established themselves, as far as in there. Plus, you have young guys like Steven Dix, who's already made an impression that, could see the field earlier. So I think he's a guy that I'd probably say just redshirt at this point. But a lot depends on what we see in the fall. Maybe my mind will change, but that's kind of where I'm at. I would say redshirt going into the season right now.